Where she's like serious.
Are you nervous for the ceremony?
No,
Nah.
not really. I'm putting you and Kiefer up,
I don't know.
and it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like my speech would very much be like how much I adore you guys, and how much I love you guys, and it's not about wanting you to go home. It's just a winner go home situation now.
100%.
It doesn't really matter what I do. I have no vote. I have no say.
Once you win that veto.
Then I have a say in who has the say. Right? That's really all it is.
Yeah, no. That's totally.
I still haven't really spoken to everybody. I get a good...
I think everybody, it's just understood.
No, in terms of like where their head's at in terms of the veto.
Oh,
I know you and I were in mid-combo yesterday, which we didn't finish.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, you said you have reasons for both. But, yeah, I'm not quite certain what anybody does. Like, I think there's rationale for anybody. And I think you were saying that, like, yeah, Kiefer probably does have the strongest resume throughout this whole game, like balance-wise.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you do.
I think everybody will be, like, until the veto, kind of like surface level conversations that everybody already knows. A lot's riding on that veto.
I know. Because you guarantee yourself in the final two and you choose, or final three and you choose who comes.
Yep.
And, I mean, like I said, I don't really have a say. So it's like, I really don't know what to say to anybody about it. I'm just kind of like...
I think that's like everybody right now. Like, what do you say? Like...
There's like I said, there's reasons I think whoever wins will bring anybody with them. I don't know what they'll do.
Yep.
I'm grateful that I don't have to play in this for my life. Like that gives me a sigh of relief a little bit.
Oh, I would love to be in your position right now.
It's honestly like it is a really good feeling.
Oh
it's
my
like,
God, I love to be in your position right now.
That's one less worry I have.
Although, I'm gonna give it my best shot.
That's all you can do in this game, and that's what we've been doing, right?
If I don't win, I'll give my pitches the way I always do, and if I go, I'm proud of the things I did here. You know?
Right. And that's it. And whoever goes to jury will have a really good understanding of this game, in and out, and kind of is what it is from there.
Of like what actually.
Yeah, I think we're the only ones in this house at this point who know what actually.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in the beginning that I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? Certain moves, how people made them, who was in on decision. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. There are some things early on that they're probably talking about in there that we don't even know about. It's true.
I don't know. Beth did obviously like tell me some things before she left. I don't know.
What's true and what's not.
Exactly.
You'll never know.
Never know.
Until we all talk about it at one point. See, I have no idea.
Yeah.
What's true and what's not.
No idea. I just hope the veto's something I can do.
I mean, I would think it would be.
Yeah. But like something that I'm like, yes, I can do this, you know? Like
yeah, I know. You just never know what they're gonna be. Like the last veto was cool. Like I thought it was something that I would have done really well at. I somehow just dropped the ball.
Yep.
But hey.
That was a really cool veto. I was really mad at myself in that.
Were you? I thought you'd do really well at it.
Just the way I dropped the ball. I was like, oh. Literally, I dropped the ball.
Me too, Tera.
Dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, I blanked out on that one.
It's been a great season, though.
It definitely has. Like, you couldn't have scripted this. Right? Like, this story to me is unreal.
It's a good one.
Like, the paddle back, the trap door. The second half was jam-packed with drama.
The first half was too, though.
The first half was. The second half was a different level of intensity.
Yeah.
Right? The first half, it's like we didn't fully understand what was going on.
No.
And how to play the game. And the second half, we all knew how to play the game, and we played the hell out of it. So it's been a journey. And like I said, no matter what happens, I'm proud.
Oh, those awards were so much fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It just made it so real to me, even more so than it has been.
It just made me feel like really like grateful for this experience, even though it's been so hard and challenging. You know, it's still my 5th time on the block. Ty's like, oh, I have no idea how any of that feels.
This is not I wouldn't even
I've been
care.
feeling pretty good this entire game.
This is not, that's not true. I mean, you know what? Like, that's one thing I'll say is, like, yeah, there's some certain stresses that a lot of people went through this game that, like, I didn't go through.
Yeah.
But it's not to say that I wasn't stressed to think about going through those things.
It was, to think about those things was stressful,
They were realistic, though. It was possible that I was going to, like, Invisible HOH, you knew you weren't going up. Like, that's a time where it's like, you're not going up. That's the stress you didn't have. But I was like, I'm probably going up. But then I did it.
Yeah.
But it's like, there are people in this house walking around during that HOH knowing they're not going up.
Yeah. I never felt that way.
During the Invisible?
No.
Oh. I just figured there are people that know they weren't going up. Like, there are certain targets.
I always just felt like that there was, like, potential for me to go up.
I guess so did I.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's certain times where I'm like, I'm not going up. Like when Beth and Kiefer and Jed win, I know I'm not going up.
Yeah.
But there are other times where it's like, when it wasn't them, it's anybody's guess.
Yeah.
Like, did Beth really try to get me up as a replacement? Those are questions I have. I don't know if that's true. Mm-hmm. She denied it till she left, but...
Yeah. Oh, did she?
Yeah, she said, I never wanted you to go up back then. I was like, well, that doesn't really make sense in my mind why you wouldn't have wanted that. But I don't know.
Yeah. Have to roll the tapes.
I have more questions than answers. But yeah, this season's been like, seeing that video, that was emotional.
It was awesome.
Like, holy, we've been through a lot.
I was so worried that my temper tantrums were just going to look like me being like a bad sport or like too fiery. So it just felt like I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, Canada. I think that means you're proud of me for sticking up for myself.
That's what you were doing.
Do you know what I mean?
You were standing
I was
up.
worried in all of those situations, though, like how it would be perceived because I'm feisty, but not like I don't look for like fights or arguments, you know?
No, you were standing up for yourself, and it's just crazy to me. Like, I think sometimes in this game you get caught up like working with your own people and then like seeing things only from how you see them, and then when you really take the time, like at a time like now in the game, to get honest and open perspectives of how other people saw the game, it's kind of crazy to me because I'm like, oh, that's how you saw this situation?
Yeah.
Whoa, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because we're so in the game.
So in the game.
So
you were always the less of the evils. Do you know what I mean, though? I never really felt that strongly with you. It was just more like guilty by association.
Yeah, and that's what Braden was trying to explain to me, too, at one point. He's like, yeah, like, you were friends with them, so obviously we grouped you in with them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think the best thing you did for your game is when you started to branch away from them, to be completely honest.
I knew I had to at some point. I just didn't know when the timing was right for it.
Even before that, though, like just like building other relationships. Like we've had like a lot of like good personal chats that aren't even game related. Do you know what I mean?
And I honestly,
I can't say the same. Like with Jed, none of those. That could have changed things. Do you know what I mean? Like I would try to like get in with Jed, but it was just like it's not that he was rude, but it was just
standoffish in a way, like
not standoffish because I tried. I did actually like really try to get to know him, to like kind of like say like peel the onion, and he just never gave me a lot. I don't think that's necessarily how he is in real life. I'm sure he opened up to other people in this house, but he just didn't open up. Because there was a few times where I'd like go and like try and work out with him, and I just always found like I was talking more.
Yeah.
Like he didn't give me a lot.
Yeah.
And same with Beth. I still don't know a ton about Beth.
I don't either, actually.
Yeah. Like she would like have like quick like game combos with me, but you could always just feel that they were just like straight up check-ins, you know?
Yeah, I knew that too, and that was my thing in this game. Like my strategy obviously was partially to listen more than speak and establish a relationship with everybody.
I do find that you did that, like you listened very well, but you always spoke. Tight-lipped about your game, but I feel like you've always been like just like I feel like I actually know you. Like I knew that it would be Abby. I knew your letter. Like I felt like I knew when you got your pictures. Like
you knew all the people who were in them.
Yeah, like yes, like.
That's
I think that was like really good for you to do that.
Yeah, and like we had a special bond from very early in this game. I didn't know when we would work together.
I'm really proud you're going to be in the final 3 IM.
Thanks, Mama T.
You deserve it.
That means a lot. You deserve to be in the 4 and to be here in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
I was never on that train, let me tell you that.
Oh, the 4 is awesome.
Right? It really is.
I'm just really grateful
So am I.
for the whole thing.
I think this might be the hardest thing I've ever done. It might be.
I think I've said that before. Like, been like, I've got 2 babies. I buried my brother. This is the hardest shit I've ever done.
This is a grind.
It's emotional. It's mental. It's physical. You have no usual comforts. You don't have your usual people. You know what I mean? Zero control of anything. It's very, but especially because I stayed for the Final 4.
Yeah.
If you guys would have voted me out, I would have been so, like, I'd been like, God, you just took this whole experience away from me. I hate you guys. No, I just feel great about it, the whole thing. It was always about the money for me, always, initially. And now I'm like, oh, it might actually be something more,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Same. I'm proud of whoever wins that money.
Yeah. But that was like, for me, like, I was like any money, right? If they would have given a temptation of 5,000, I was taking any dollar that I could if it was available. And I'm like, oh, I guess money really isn't everything.
It isn't. It really isn't. It'd be really nice to win,
Yeah.
but it isn't. And whoever wins it definitely earned it.
Yeah.
Because this is not easy. And
No.
Probably one of the hardest things any of us will ever do.
Oh, can't wait to see what this veto is.
Me neither. Me too. Can't wait to see my family and my friends. And just hug them and tell them how much I love
I was
them.
hoping that for Final 4 we would get a little something, something.
We still might.
Oh, I would love it. I miss my kids so much.
Do you?
Oh.
Of course you do.
Oh, I can't even explain it.
You're a mom. I can't even imagine what being a parent is like.
You just love them so much more than yourself. You know, like,
Yeah. And you'd see them every day. Probably wake them up.
oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I miss them so much. I feel like I'm just going to, like, hug them and not let go. I hope they're not cheesed at me.
for leaving? For leaving?
Yeah, like, this is a long time to be gone.
No, there's no way.
Like, are they going to be pumped? Like, oh, my God.
They're probably so proud of you, man.
Oh, I hope so.
Imagine watching your mom on TV 3 times a week. Being a badass, too.
Yeah, especially being the mom that just doesn't take shit. Like, yeah, I put my hand up. Don't care.
I'm like, you're Canada's favorite mom 100%. When you raise your
Put my
hand,
ass on the block. Don't care.
when you raise your hand in the house meeting, I was like,
And everyone's like, no, my God, I did that for sure.
anyone would have been saying my name.
I love how they showed that too.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody told me that was terrible for my game. I was like, yeah, I don't care.
You really didn't. And like the reality is, I don't think Jed was gonna come for you at that point in the game, anyways.
No, honestly, I never thought that Jeb was like coming for me. I just knew it was a matter of time for him, especially because I always knew out of all of you that he was the most loyal. He wouldn't have deterred from the plan until the very end when he had to cut somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Cut somebody?
Yeah, like I don't. Although I guess the key for move
The
kind
key
of.
for move was that, you know what, and that's what opened my eye. I think that's when I was like, all right, I'm out.
I would love to know who he would have between you and Beth. Who
you
he
pick?
would have actually picked.
Beth.
You think so?
There's no doubt in my mind, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I knew. They have to split up one
Yeah.
or the other. And I wasn't sure who I would have cut first between them two.
Yeah.
To me, it was either or.
Yeah.
I was like, one of them got to go. I don't really care who it is. If I have to beat Jed to prove I can beat him, I'll beat him.
Yeah.
But like that's the other thing I didn't want to make it about. This is not about me and Jed and me trying to beat him.
Yeah.
This is about what's
A
best
game.
for my game.
Yeah.
Right? And getting caught up in the me and Jed and me trying to beat him could end up sending me home for no reason.
Oh, these are so good.
I know.
I'm starving.
The best snacks. What can I say?
I haven't really eaten yet.
What, you didn't eat breakfast?
No, I had one of those little croissants.
Oh,
Started cleaning up all my crap. I was going to make a wrap, and now we got to do this. I'll just wait till it's done.
yeah.
Oh, I should turn off the oven. I think it's still on.
Is it? Were you about to bake something?
Just some, I was going to make a wrap with chicken.
What were you baking?
I don't like the little chicken fingers. I don't know, maybe a Caesar
like
wrap or something.
Oh, like one of those. Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
I like. Isn't there already cooked chicken in the fridge?
No, I don't want anything to do with that meat. It's gotta go. I won't throw it away because I know how you are.
I know how you guys are. You guys don't eat anything over a day old. You're just like, nope, not eating this.
No, I don't like
That
leftovers.
meat's kind of old though.
That was so funny. The damn kids. Oh my god, those were so funny.
You and Tina being just like, oh, they're gross.
I'm on slop and I still wouldn't eat that chicken. It's been out for hours.
It's so funny.
I love Tina. I hope I get to see her again.
I'm sure you will.
I just don't know, like, if you do go to the 3, will you actually see them? Will they come back here? You know?
I would think.
Normal circumstances, for sure. COVID, who knows?
You're right. It's clearly still COVID. I just get a vibe. It's clearly still serious.
I am just praying that we all get reunited at the end. No matter what.
Like with the jury. Yeah, me too. During normal times, it would have been nice to see everyone.
Oh my god, yes, everyone.
Yeah, that'd be
Like that
crazy.
rap party, come on. Would have been amazing.
Yeah. I'd love to see like Latoya.
Oh, I'd love to see Latoya again. Yeah, and Julie. Her and her perfect face.
Kyle, Austin. Ooh. Austin looking good in every shot.
Every shot.
My God.
Like, can I not be in any shots with Austin, please?
Oh my gosh. I was like, if she's not modeling, yeah, she is though, I think. She definitely should be. Yeah. Great
Let's get this
season.
nom ceremony on the road.
I know. I don't even know what to do. Never done it. I don't even know what to do, what happens, how it works. And here's how it works.
What's going on, dudes?
Just chatting about life.
Oh,